When a Belgian resident dies, Belgian inheritance tax is due on his worldwide estate. This tax can be as high as 30% if the heirs are the children, the spouse and, in some cases, the cohabitant of the deceased. They can go up to 80% in Brussels and in the Walloon region if the heirs are no close relatives of the deceased. Belgian inheritance tax is also due on the transmission of any real estate located in Belgium that is still owned by people who are deemed to be non-residents in Belgium at the time of their death. In some cases, it is possible to benefit from an exemption or from a reduced rate. The main exemption relates to the conjugal home, the family home, that can be inherited tax-free by the surviving spouse. To avoid a high inheritance tax in Belgium, it is possible to anticipate the transfer of one's assets during their lifetime. For real estate, this will usually be achieved via gifts. From a tax point of view, a gift of a property located in Belgium is taxable at a progressive rate ranging from 3% to 27% when the beneficiaries of the gift are the parents, the children, the spouse, and in some cases, the cohabitant of the donor. They can also be taxed at a range between 10 and 40% when the beneficiary is another person. The transfer of a property by way of a gift is generally much more advantageous from a tax point of view than an inheritance, because the gift duties are paid on the value of the real estate at the time of the gift and not on the value of the real estate at the time of the death of the donor. Furthermore, it is possible to organize the transfer of one's property by way of a gift in order to benefit from the lower tax brackets and to try to achieve an effective tax cost closer to zero. A gift or a donation can seem worrying to many. Indeed, people usually assume that it is not possible to give something without losing all the rights over it. As a result, many people are reluctant to transfer assets to their family or to a charity during the lifetime, even though it can be much more advantageous. Fortunately, it is possible to structure the gift of a property in Belgium so that the donor can retain most rights and guarantees over the property during his lifetime, despite the gift he made. If the gift is carefully planned, the donor will be able to continue to occupy the property given for free, without having to ask the permission from the beneficiaries of his gift, who will often be his children or his grandchildren. He will also be able to rent out the property given and to dispose of the full rental income as he wishes. Also, if he wishes to carry out any works or transformations or improvements to the property, he will be able to do so without having to ask the permission from anyone. In some cases, it is even possible to organize the gift so that the donor can still sell the property at his own conditions, without the beneficiaries of the initial gift he made being able to object this. The gift can even be organized in such a way that eventually the donor will be allowed to use to dispose of the full sale price as he wishes. Additional measures can also be taken to ensure that the position of the donor and his spouse or partner are fully secured despite the gift. Be careful, however, as all these arrangements should be made with great care in order to avoid any legal or tax challenge of your gift.